Hi, in this video I'm going to be talking about leadership and the different styles of leadership and how they can fit or perhaps not fit with the different stages in the life cycle organisations are going through. To start with, just to introduce myself, my name is Craig McCoy. I've been a senior advisor to many boards and executive teams over the last 35 years. And I've helped focus on leadership issues along the way, and hopefully we'll be able to provide you with some insights into the different styles and where they might work or not work. So there are many categories, but we want to keep it quite simple. So I want to categorise leadership into three broad categories. One is about steady state, which is about operational effectiveness. It's about working with organisations perhaps that are not changing their business model, but need to deliver business results in a fairly predictable way, but actually could be quite a challenging way. The second category is around turnaround, which is where the distressed organisations, where leaders need to make some harsh choices to recover those businesses and put them back onto an even keel. And the third category is about transformational leadership. It's about having a future vision and a strategy for getting there. It's about innovation and change. Now, all three categories are needed in organisations, and it's not to say that any one is right or wrong, but it depends on where the organisation is in its life cycle. For example, in a startup phase, it may be very different to a more mature business. So the question is, what degree of fit is there between the individual leaders and their organisational context? And if the gap is too great, this can cause real problems. However, in certain cases, the gap is not so great, it can't be fixed. And then we can look at certain interventions that might help. But just to bring it to life a little bit, first of all, can you imagine a steady state leader who is asked to lead a transformation programme? That could be pretty difficult, couldn't it? Because they would perhaps lack the innovation and change orientation that's needed to make that successful. On the other hand, if you had a transformation style leader asked to run a turnaround programme, he or she may find that very frustrating because it's all about the short term, fixing the short term rather than focusing on the long term. And then the final example would be on the turnaround leader who's asked to run a steady state business, which again will be rather frustrating because the leaders like to get bored or even go maverick. So that's about the leaders, but think about it in terms of the context of leading a team. Your team may comprise of people of all these different categories, and the reality is that you need all of those skills, you need to harness those skills effectively. So how do you identify those skills and how do you actually coach people to make them better? So one of the things I advocate, for example, is running a discovery workshop where you start to look at your team, look at their profiles, understand their strengths and weaknesses, and having done that, you can make some decisions about roles and development, and perhaps look at coaching for individuals. On the other hand, it could be difficult to deal with conflict situations where people are actually in the wrong job. You may need to help them to refocus or change their role and responsibility in the organisation. All of these things can be challenging. Often it's lonely at the top of the organisation, and if you actually do need some external help, for example, you may want to talk to me, talk to us. My details are coming up at the end of this video. Maybe we can help, and maybe we can help you to focus on real solutions to these issues. Thank you very much, and please do get in touch.